What's up, everyone? Welcome to GRIZZ Zombies. We're going to be doing the Deadline Podcast, Episode 6. We're going to be talking about DLC 4 Revelations. We're kind of all past beating the Easter egg, and now we're moving on to what's coming next a little bit. I'm joined here with Wasu.
Hey, what's up?
Dino.
Yo!
And Cal Inferno.
How's everybody doing?
So we're going to talk about 4 different topics. We're going to cover the main Easter egg, completing the cycle, what we thought of that. Then we're going to move on into the Xbox One release date where we think a super Easter egg patch might be coming. I got a little evidence in a video I just put out about this. Number 3, we're going to be talking about the 6-issue comic book, and there might be a Mob of the Dead issue, and we're going to discuss that a little bit. The 4th topic and final topic we're going to talk about is the mod tools in the beta, kind of what we're expecting when that time's coming, and what you guys can expect for it. So to kick things off, we're going to start with completing the cycle and the boss round. Was it too easy?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Way too easy.
It took us 30 seconds, literally 30 seconds, to get the key, chuck it at Sophia, and trap the Shadow Man in the Apothecary's mouth and trap him with the Chronomium. Sorry. It was so easy, dude.
And there's only like 3 steps that you have to do to beat the boss. Charge the key, throw the key at Sophia, and shoot him into place, and then hit the Chronorium. So there's 4 steps.
The Garode Crovy Easter egg was so much harder than this one.
Oh yeah, 2 different bosses in the same boss fight.
And the whole platform was different. You had fire constantly going around. You had to dodge that. You had to have your shield out. There were so many variables you had to worry about. And in this one, I mean, yeah, you had a little bit of where the fire was, but there were so many other places where you can stand and camp it out.
Just to get the summoning key, it's a harder challenge.
Exactly. But the actual boss part was way too easy, in my opinion.
To me, the Easter egg counts, like actually getting to the boss, and for me, the Revelations Easter egg was way too easy for the ending. With Garage Crovy, the whole bummer in that Easter egg with the bomb diffusers. If you mess up with that, then you basically lose a life, you lose something. There's not that alternative in Revelations. You basically get masks, what gives you infinite life, you can call it. You can get masks, what makes you run faster. There's just all the stuff what you can actually get on it. The Apothecary Servant Pack-a-Punch is just way too OP. The Thunder Gun is awesome, but OP.
Do you think the Shadow Man was too easy so that the common public could basically just beat the Easter egg?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. So, thinking about it in a more complex way, which brings us to our second topic, is the super Easter egg. We would have, we got breaking the cycle, which is a thought from Mob of the Dead that we have, that if we break the cycle, we finally see Richtofen's ending. We get to see what finally comes of that reality and him overthrowing Monty. That's what I'm assuming would be the super Easter egg.
I agree with that too. I've had some thoughts and been thinking about how it would actually come to be. I feel like in each map, they should have a step. Like just say you start off with Shadows of Evil, or maybe it starts off with Giant or whatever. Just say it starts off with Shadows. You do a step in there, and once you complete that step for the super Easter egg, it takes you to the next map.
Okay.
Nice.
Like literally as you do it, it'll just load you into the next map.
Well, it explains a lot with the Giant having that teddy bear in the hole, you know, with the wall just there, the super perk, well, the secret perk. There's like a cutout of a teddy bear in the wall.
Oh, and the Giant.
Yeah, so it explains that. So you got to go and visit that map, go and visit Shadows, go and visit Zetsuba, and so forth.
Right, there's new things that are coming, little tiny hints to steps that we might be able to pull off. But I don't think any of this is really going to be happening 100% until Xbox One finally gets Revelations. That's when everybody will be able to actually achieve certain steps of these Easter eggs. We think. I mean, Jason Blundell did say over the next 12 months we're going to have content for Revelations, and whether that be coming through different patches and us getting 1 Easter egg step every month. I hope not. But if it's just fully released when Xbox gets it, and we can accomplish it step by step, and they're difficult, they're more difficult than the average person could do. Someone like only us that are searching every day could find. and continue to find. And I think that's the super Easter egg we're looking for.
That's something we need to spice up the community though, because it's getting a bit boring. There's not a lot of videos out there anymore, even on any zombies now. So we need something to spicing up the community.
Well, look at the Easter egg that was just found in the Gorod Crovey and battle fight there. The Ace of Spades is replayable through those speakers. So I'm almost thinking that every map is going to have something similar going down, and maybe additional to that once the Xbox released.
Well, did you think we missed that Easter egg, or do you think they've just put that in?
I think it was missed.
I think it was missed too, because if it was new, if it was definitely new, it wouldn't be that song. It would be Monty. It would be something storyline related that we would give us something more.
Maybe, but maybe it's just there just for like the battlefield effect. Like, oh, I'm in a war, I'm gonna fight a massive dragon, then I'm gonna fight a massive robot. It might be just for the feeling.
Right. I think it was missed though. It might have been there. I mean, the best way to check is to go back through the main Easter egg videos that we've already recorded and see if we see those speakers in the actual footage. Then we would know for sure.
That's true.
That could be good.
A lot of people want to say that this super Easter egg's a crazy thought. It might be, but we have to know, because
I think we could place the super Easter egg in the context of the actualness of it happening. Look how they've asked us, what type of songs do you want us to include into the Revelation thing? So they're asking us what we want in there, like almost like they have been sitting on their butts there enjoying the cash flow, and now it's like, oh shit, the Xbox is about to release theirs. What do you guys want? You guys, oh, you want that? Oh, okay, yeah. We'll think about adding that quickly as they're adding it in right now. So I think we're dreaming. The super Easter egg is done.
Appreciation of how much Treyarch's helped us and we've helped them throughout the actual years, because they've always been appreciable of the fans. So
there's nothing stopping them from adding in to the games. They've done that before. Like, look at the addition of the Mule Kick perk to all the maps.
Yeah,
true.
It's just
so since we get an RK5 at the end of the Easter, like the super Easter egg is what I'm already calling it. We've already done it. We collected all the icons, we collected the new souls, we did everything. Right after you did that, you get the R5K.
Do you find it weird that our gateworms didn't disappear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Black Ops 2, what happened when we finished the Easter egg and buried?
Basically, it was like a fresh.
Yeah, it refreshed all our maps, and we no longer had a pulsating glow around the 3 maps that it was like 3 maps that we actually get different colors on. And it was either blue or orange, I believe. I don't think there was a third color.
Yeah, it was either blue or orange, because you had Richtofen as blue and Maxis as orange.
I don't think these gateworms would disappear for a color, because or disappear at all. And sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't think these gateworms would just be here and just stay here, because it doesn't make sense for that to happen. What makes sense is that they would disappear because you achieve something with them, and we haven't done that yet. That's what makes me think that we're not done. And it's because of Black Ops 2 is why I think that.
Yeah, that's why I think there's like a super ritual. Say like Shadows of Evil, you put 4 gateworms down and you put the summoning key on the table, and you do like a ritual kind of thing for Pack-a-Punch. I can see that coming back, but like the ultimate ritual with like all the Margwars, all the Panzers spawning in, and like being like a little boss spawn there.
Yeah, I had a guy named Craig that was tweeting me about the Dark Margwa heart that dropped in Shadows. You remember that?
Yeah.
Well, he said that every map does have somewhat of a boss that could possibly drop an item, and we've only seen it in Shadows, I believe, with the Dark Margwa heart, but The Giant has dogs. Dreisendrach has panzers. Zetsubu has those big thrashers. And then Gorod has Manglers, yep. And then Revelations has Margwas and panzers.
And the other ones are, what's the names? Are Furies.
Furies too, yeah. And I
have
guess
a question.
Keepers,
For you guys who've completed it, have you guys noticed if Richtofen only has one blood vial in Shadows?
No, I haven't.
Or in Giant after you've completed Revelations?
Ooh,
yeah, I'm on my PS4 now. Can I have a quick look?
That would be something good to look at, for sure.
Because we have everything basically other than artifacts to collect to do another Shadows of Evil, only an alternative way, using different souls. We still have cursed souls. We have our souls, which are cursed.
Wouldn't that mean that we would have to teleport before that cutscene ended?
Or what if they add in another icon that you have to achieve, and that's the artifact from each map? So you got to go back and play through, get artifacts, and then you've got something that's in Revelations that will be different.
I think we'll know for sure once Xbox gets Revelations.
Oh yeah.
I think that's when their last deadline hits. To be honest, anything after that's going to be patches, just as we're seeing for Advanced Warfare happening right now.
Yeah.
It'll be like that.
Which doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. Like, it's putting the game back into the hands of the community with the PC version. So.
Right.
Yeah.
And they might add more stuff. I hope they do, because this is definitely the smoothest zombies game we have.
There's a lot of potential, but you know, there's a lot of potential to make a new game now too.
That's so true.
Yep.
And they know that. They know that.
They said Revelation's gonna last 18 months.
They said 18 months?
Is it 18? Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, the life cycle is supposed to be 18 months. Which
Yeah, so that means something through the map. But Revelations itself is going to last 18 months. So what's inside Revelations, what we're missing?
The stats.
Like I said.
I hope.
Yeah.
The Tomahawk. The Tomahawk.
Well, I don't know if the Tomahawk is really in there.
Well,
what if we got to go through, grab the artifacts, and then the next playthrough, we get to start as the Origins crew? Oh, that would be just crazy.
Oh,
that would be insane.
Unlimited ammo with staffs. Hell yeah.
It would be the ultimate gift for the last 8 years of dedication we've given to them.
Hell yeah, dude. That'd be awesome.
What would you call this achievement? I mean, I would call it, in Revelations, break the cycle. What would you call it that?
Kind of broke the cycle. Well, no, we haven't.
No, we completed the cycle. That's what the actual achievement's called.
Refresh the cycle back to the normal state.
Or the description for the main achievement. And I just think the next secret Easter egg for the Easter egg icons is going to be breaking the cycle.
Break the cycle or a new beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A new beginning would be good.
That's nice, yeah.
The children were never safe, though. If you sit and think about it, like I tell you about how Maxis and Monty and the Shadow Man are possibly all the same consciousness in this universe. The children were toys. We were shown they were toys right at the very end. No different than what we were shown in Black Ops 2 with the Origins cutscene at the end. They're showing that the characters were toys.
Yeah.
But we're showing it again, that the children this time are toys. So going back to what Jason Blundell said about the machine infecting man, I think that's all it was, is we took care of the Shadow Man, the corrupt part, that 115 part of Maxis's mind in his universe. And that's all we did on this part of the story.
Do you say that the kids are toys, as in Samantha is in her room, she's got that ballerina display?
I say that in the sense that when Sam went into the pyramid, she went to her own world. So
Okay.
when Maxis went in, he went to Agartha. And Sam has her own little Agartha because that's what her dad used to always talk about. But they're not the same place because when he went in there, well, she's not there.
Okay.
Because
So I
they're
guess
toys at the end.
to really answer more of these questions, do you think that it's all going to be in the comic book? All the questions that we're missing, we're gonna have 6 different issues, and different storyline elements within each issue. I believe I saw a second image for the second issue, and that was going to be Russman.
Yeah, I believe I seen it too, but I can't find the image, so I'm not sure if it was a fan-created one.
I think it might have been too, because they were saying that it might be part of one long drawing, so the guy that was doing this might have just went off of that thought that people would believe it.
Yeah.
So maybe, but we do know of the first issue, and that's Rick Toffin as a zombie.
Yeah.
And we don't know much more about that. We won't until we read it.
Yeah, because they really didn't go in depth with the Black Ops 2 character, but they played such a big role, which was the really weird part.
And what's interesting is that exact image of Rick Toffin as a zombie is in the Giants teleporters.
That's why I keep telling you that I think we're playing as the evil Rick Toffin. So the Rick Toffin from his own universe found a way into Maxis's universe. That's why he's got those blood vials from a universe that's closed off, where the cycle is already discontinued. Those souls are gone and into heaven. Because Monty even says it right at the end there. He says, "Oh, death, it's something different." Yeah, of course it's something different, because we're in Maxis's universe, stuck in there. That's why the crew are cursed. They have to fail. If we don't fail, we won't break the cycle, and Maxis will continuously put us through this. Only under the disguise of Dr. Monty, because that's his benevolent, fractured mind.
Love that for it. Nice.
Look at the poster, the Revolution poster. If you mirrored the poster, it shows you 2 different distinct stories in the poster. One of a good guy and one of a bad guy. You can see the halo above his head. He looks more like Maxis in that one. And then the other one, he's actually got dark protruding horns coming out of his head. I think that's what they're trying to tell us. Max's mind was fractured. That's the only reason, or the only way Shadow Man could talk to him, was when he was asleep. Asleep doing what? Reading the Group 935 manual.
So is there contact from the Black Ops 2 Rick Toffin in the MPD during this Black Ops 3 storyline? You think that's possible?
Well, when you go into the ether, that's like the fabric that connects the worlds, right?
Right.
The 115 is the stitching that connects whatever's inside the ether. So when you go into the ether, you can see multiple images. So as we're slowly making connections, if you look at when Rick Toffin first went into the teleporter, he goes into the moon, dark cavern, turns the light on, sees it, starts tapping the pyramid, and then hears whispering voices. Well, who else whispers to him? Shadow Man. So in other words, Shadow Man's been leading them on this whole entire time. And he's found a way now into the benevolent part of Maxie's, just like how Silent Hill movie. Remember I was telling you about in the church?
Yeah.
Pyramid Head can't get into the church because the churchgoers, they don't believe they're even dead. They're so ignorant to the fact of where they are and what they've done that they can't get in. So it's almost the retelling of that story. Is that Maxis he's fractured. He had 3 fracturings there. His body / machine consciousness, and then the benevolent and the malevolent one, which is Shadow Man and Dr. Monty.
Okay. So did Samantha originally create the Revelations landscape, and then Rick Toffin, when he switched places with us and joined the MPD, in there, did he see Sam's world?
Sam is from the evil Rick Toffin's world. We're not even dealing with Sam no more. That's why you still hear her laughing.
Yeah.
Right? She can only laugh, but now she's not in power. It's that green power that's coming out of the mystery boxes. Mm-hmm. So to me that shows, so we're eliminating the Shadow Man, and that's exactly what we did. So benevolent Maxis found a way, using his third party, his body, his flesh, the machine, right, with the help of Sophia, to literally kick the shit out of the malevolent one, which is the Shadow Man. And that's what he did. He got rid of it out of that universe. So now his perfect universe is all perfect, but oh shit, he's got the fucking crew there, and they got the blood. That's why he looked at the blood and he's like, okay. They're like lives, basically, for the crew. So the first time he wiped everything out, they were still there. That's why one of the vials are empty and one's full. So then he's like, well, what else can I do with you? I'm going to throw you off into the corner where I tried to throw everything else off of,
That
which is
matters,
Origins. Yeah. So in other words, right there is another indication that that's Maxis, because who else found that biggest supply of 115 in the Earth? Maxis. He knew exactly where to go. Why? That's why. If you look at the reporter friend, Shadow Man says that's his friend. But he had a card written to M, to Monty, when Monty was sitting with Maxis in the house.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, that validates your point even more, is that they only advertised M. They didn't specify it was Monty or Maxis, because even if we knew it was Monty, that's not revealing enough for us to go apeshit.
And then look at the cipher where M receives a new toy. M's manifesting this other world within the worlds because he's got toys. Who's giving him toys? His benevolent self. That's why he says, I only got a brain. Yeah, it's true. So it's like Fight Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's what they're doing. And I think we've missed it the whole entire time. The first poster they gave us, Maxis was sitting holding the Beast Cube, saying only the cursed survive. In zombie form. Why is it in zombie form? Well, because Richtofen is in zombie form. They're both dead. They died in Black Ops 2.
So is there two sides of this coin? Then is that the completing the cycle side?
They did exactly what they told us in Origins. Sam says, it's your turn next, Eddie. And guess what? We got to play Eddie's side. He went into Maxis' world to try to fix things with Maxis. Benevolent Maxis, which is, he calls himself Dr. Monty now.
I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's why Shadow Man has been, Richtofen's been the apprentice to Shadow Man, because we were already told that. Richtofen was apprentice to Dr. Maxis. Yeah, it's been from like a father figure. And he started hearing him when he went into the pyramid because, well, later in time, Maxis fractures his mind. When he goes into that portal, he does the big fracturing, and that's when, guess what? Dr. Monty is born in the story, but Dr. Monty was there before, as Maxis. Fractured mind. Shadow Man wrote the Chronorium. They'll tell us this all in the comics. Watch and see. That's why they showed us a zombie. And that's why we see it in Teleporter. October 19th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then a month, supposedly a month after each.
We're gonna have so much stuff going on in October.
Nice.
Yeah.
The campaign for Modern Warfare Remastered is happening on PS4 in October too.
Yeah. Then you get the beta for Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, in October.
Yeah.
There's a lot happening this next month.
Whew.
We'll have lots to talk about.
Zombies
That's for sure.
And then it's like Revelation. If Revelation is still going, a lot of people I feel like are gonna kind of edge over with Black Ops 3 and stay with that for a little bit longer. Then eventually they'll go over. But
right.
Revelation's gonna have a big role still. I feel like.
Another thing to prove my point is look at Dr. Maxis, Dr. Monty, and Shadow Man. They all say the same things. Monty says the same as Shadow Man. Monty says the same as Maxis. When Maxis talks about the promise that Richtofen made so long ago, we get it in Monty and Maxis' voice exactly the same.
Do you think they'd be wanting to make a reference toward sort of like the Bible would be like the Trinity, 3 in 1, and it controls all?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they've gone and done. And then they allowed the Lovecraft mythos to come in as the corruption. So anything that we made, which the Mark of the Beast would be, is the Apothicon crap.
Okay.
So that's why they're able to close this bracket off. But now they're able to continue with zombies. Like I said, they're probably going to go with a realistic one because it's going to be virtual reality.
Yeah.
We'll be wearing headsets, so they're not going to do no more of this kind of shit until like later on.
Can you guys remember during Black Ops 2, at the time when they were trying to solve the major Easter egg between you having to pick a Richtofen side and a Maxis side?
Yeah.
Do you think that was beyond anything they could have imagined happening? Like, to where we are thinking the same way towards the super Easter egg as though it's done? It's done. Like it's done, or else there is one. There is.
I'm using the fact that they made the comment they knew the ending of Revelations when they did Mob of the Dead, so they had this all pre-planned. Jason Blundell was one of the team members that came in with this whole idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, the whole time paradox thing, how to close it off, right? Because Jimmy started going crazy and doing all this other stuff. So then they did that, which will now perfectly close off this story, allow them to go back to the old one.
I can't count that out because the Easter egg icons, what it awards you in Revelations is just upgrading the mystery box and getting Takeya's katana. That we know of so far. And
which aren't permanent.
No, but they are for every game.
Yeah.
Meaning that you can re-earn it the next game, and I will not still lose my gate worms. I will still have them, and I can do it the next game, every time.
But we don't use them gate worms. We like get eggs off the map, and we actually make our own gate worms. Why do we need to make our own gate worms if we have a set?
To get runes, to do a ritual.
Yeah, but why can't we do that with our original gate worms to get the ritual, to get the runes? We actually have to get an egg and make it that way.
True.
That's why it'd make more sense for us to redo Shadows of Evil at the end of, like on October 6th.
Yeah, the ultimate ritual. Yeah.
And perhaps there's an option to now use different souls. Because we've got exactly what we did in Shadows of Evil we did on the side. Other than the artifacts.
Yeah.
I mean, that would make sense. We would need a different set of souls or something. In a different type of timeline, or we alter the map somehow to do another Easter egg. I don't know, sort of as though Shangri-La had the Eclipse mode.
Oh yeah.
See, what I was thinking is if they pre-planned this and they chose Sony as their platform to do the 30-day exclusivity, it would make perfect sense because they could have loaded all this stuff into the game. And well, because we don't have access to it on the PC, we won't find it until the very last moment when they go to release it to everybody.
Yeah.
So therefore, they could have made like a little nice side cash cow while exploiting the consumer, and the consumer is just dumb. He doesn't even know. Kind of feels that way.
Yeah.
By them asking what we want to add, they should know that shit, man. They got the YouTube videos of each of those songs up there, and they're watching the counts.
Yeah.
I watch them tweet all the time about the counts.
Yeah.
And they know which ones are the favorites.
That's true. So the comic's something I'm very excited for. I don't think it's going to be that expensive. We were talking about the price a little bit earlier. The American price I saw on the bottom when it first released was $130, and I think that's going to be total across the board for all 6 issues. Wasu was saying that he thinks anywhere between $17 and $20 for each issue.
Canadian.
And also that you need to go to a local retailer that does comic books to get this, because we're not sure if they're going to sell it on the internet.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It says at the bottom of your local comic store. So.
I don't even know where a local comic store is close to me.
Any place that has hobbies, so like hockey cards, coins, any of those places are usually run by Ma Pa company, right? Mm-hmm. And they want your money, so they'll do their due diligence and order that shit for you. So just go to any hobby place and ask them about a Dark Horse comic and Call of Duty Zombies, and they'll hook you up with it.
That's right, it's Dark Horse. They're the guys behind making this comic real.
Yeah, don't ask for Activision or else you're gonna be turned down.
It's Dark Horse, yep.
Dark Horse. Okay, so we know where to get it now. We know how much it's gonna cost. I think we're gonna close out the comic book part of this podcast, and we'll just move on and talk about Black Ops 3 mod tools, a beta that's very anticipated. I've been seeing the search results, and a lot of people are actually searching for the beta, which isn't happening yet, but that's something a lot of people are searching for. So I know that it's a good topic to cover because many people think that the timelines are going to overlap it all based on the products they're seeing out there on YouTube. So you're seeing maps being made, and some of them already look like they're almost complete. Well, that must mean that we're getting close, right, to the beta? I would say yes, but they're still going to wait till after the limelight of Infinite Warfare.
What I found mostly with beta releases is they don't have the servers to host them, so they release it to just a private group because they only have the servers, or more or less the resource or money to allocate to those servers.
Okay.
So then once they've got most of the bugs out, that's what happens is they just allocate more servers to the beta release and then invite more people.
More limitations.
Yeah.
But as for a time frame, I would say that's not going to step on the toes of anything they got coming right now in the immediate future. I think later this winter, as we approach December, that's when we'll start seeing a possible beta date.
I agree with that.
It's some exciting stuff, man.
Definitely. A lot of these guys, I mean, I've already got, I would say, at least 20 different people that I'm following that are doing maps, and they're all listed on my About page if you're interested in checking them out. But they all are almost done with their maps. Some of them are just doing weapons and stuff, but the guys that are really going hard on their maps, they are starting to have like the whole layout done, and they're just doing finer details now. So we're starting to see some real potential here. But they're not it. They're not just it. People will branch off of them in their work and create their own maps, and we'll eventually just have this slur of maps we can choose from, and that's what we can play every night.
Yeah, if they played their cards right, they will do something where this allows them to continue milking Call of Duty for at least their next IP release.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If not longer.
Definitely. And I don't know why, if it's going to be such detailed work and you want these modders to get paid, why wouldn't you just do like a monthly subscription and have unlimited access to everything? I mean, I know you already pay for the game,
I pay for it too.
but the fact that you want these guys to make money and be influenced to create better maps each month, or have a better reputation doing this, because this isn't just anything. This is a resume for these guys.
Yeah, but don't forget that they have limited resources and they don't have money to allocate to new methods, even though we, as a fan, are very biased and go, well, that would work. They're looking at it from a business perspective and go, you know, for the last 20, 30 years, this is what's made us money, so we take very baby steps. Like, you're going to get microtransactions before we do that kind of stuff.
Okay.
That's the sad truth.
I wish that they could have the mod tools. Like, you can make the maps on PC, of course, and you could port them over to PS4 or like Xbox One. That would make it really cool. I feel
you're talking about console mod tools. Okay. There's a lot of people that really think this is going to be a thing and still think it's going to be a thing. But I don't think this reality right now it's going to be. Maybe the next iteration of mod tools it will be.
It's all about servers. It's all about hosting them, because they have to host them privately and have them approved by Microsoft, and then they can filter them through their games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all like, there's no update when a new mob comes out for Fallout 4. You just go to the screen there. There's maybe an in-game refreshing, but there's no actual changing to your game.
Okay.
So again, it's servers.
Yeah.
If they want to host this kind of content for the PC users, then it'll be very easy for them to include an option for us to download and edit our game on consoles to have modded stuff.
So are the servers kind of monopolied by a certain group, and then every game company just comes to them to rent space?
Some companies are cheap and they just go and rent servers, but then that's very, there's a risk to that.
Okay.
Right? Because if they can't reassure you that they're never going to go down, then you're putting your IP at risk of losing money, right?
Yeah.
So most will host their own servers, and hosting servers is extremely expensive. There's a lot of heat that you have to distribute from those servers.
Yeah.
And that's what kills everybody. Nobody knows how to distribute heat yet.
Okay, so it just needs to be re-engineered somehow.
To be honest, I don't think we need to re-engineer it for gaming purposes. It would be more like the military's already done that, and they're hosting like data mining information and using that technology to keep that shit cool.
So is it just outdated?
Yeah, we're using old technology. It's like comparing a digital cell phone to they're using still analog radios.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Dang,
right?
Dude.
That's why it costs so much. That's why our discs are still $80, even though they're all they are is a boot up disc. You just have to have it in the console to run the shit you're running off your hard drive.
It cost them $2 to do.
Yeah, it's a collapsing medium, but they're milking us for as much as they can, and then it'll collapse.
Okay.
They'll just carry on doing it.
See,
so
but they've introduced
a new tech. Will make an appearance in the beta?
There's a good chance that they'll release official maps within there. I've seen that happen. They release, like, not Treyarch specifically, but other companies release older, like, popular maps within their modding tools.
Would it be possible to see something like the Death of Sal or something like that?
Comic.
All comic?
Yeah.
Jason Blundell gave us the biggest clue when he said he doesn't know where our eyes are. So they have to find a way to tell the story where they can focus our eyes, so they can take elements of the game that we missed and hint at them in the comic, and then we'll go back into the game and be like, ha! And it'll be like a whole new wave of zombie hype.
Nice. Okay.
The zombie train is just a little delayed, but it's coming.
Choo-choo, all aboard.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got a lot happening in October. That's actually when the first comic's releasing, and so we can look out for that. We'll have that covered on this channel as well. Cal will probably have it on his channel as well, or something on it. But the mod tools, probably later this winter. It would be a rough estimate of when we'll actually have a beta date. Not actually that's going to be released this winter. We might know exactly when it's going to go down. The plan is that we're going to live stream every night, or at least when we can every night, a new zombies map that's custom done, and get a feel for what the community is creating. And that'll be the base form of what we do every night. And then the DLCs as they come along, when it comes to Black Ops 3. Now, Black Ops 3 will kind of be over for DLC, so it'll be Infinite Warfare Zombies. And we'll have that kind of breezing in, and we'll be doing those hunts as well. And then we'll be coming right back to Black Ops 3 mod tools, because that's where it's going to last, man. And that's where we're going to be. So, if you guys got anything else you want to add?
October to March is going to be in an area where there's probably going to be more hype in the games, because like I said, the comics are coming out each month. So remember that.
Yeah, and I'd say try and get a PC. I'm working on that right now too.
That's on my list.
It'd be a really good idea to get a PC. If you really love zombies, you're gonna want to get a PC, because there's gonna be a lot of stuff coming out, and it'll be worth it.
And if you're thinking of saving your money for a laptop, let me assure you, I've had 2 laptops and they're not near as powerful as my PC, and my PC cost half the price. I just tell you that much.
And something that Microsoft is pushing right now that you should take note is they put money towards that Oculus Rift. So the new Xboxes, probably that Scorpion, are going to be packaged with Oculus Rifts, which most of them require a PC to run. You're going to need the PC in the background. That's why they're merging the
Windows
PC.
10,
yeah, the Windows 10, whatever they want to call it. Microsoft, I guess.
And I'll say that for the basic PC, you would need to play the mod tools. Anywhere between $200 to $400. You could buy a good PC that's going to take you far just for playing the mod tools. If that's all you're looking at, for that's all you're going to need. But PC is going to last you a long time. You can surf the internet and do anything you need to do, but you'll have access to these mod tools as well. The catch to this is you will have to buy a PC version of Black Ops 3. So
that's not true.
What?
That's not going to be true. They're switching it over so that any game you buy on either console you'll be able to play.
Even PS4.
Really?
Like on
not
Steam?
PS4. No, not PS4. PS4 is Sony. We're only talking Microsoft.
Okay,
so
Microsoft.
If you're to
so
buy
Xbox,
you would have it on the PC. It's
Nice.
not for Black Ops 3 yet, but trust me, it'll be going that way.
Okay, so yeah.
They don't want to make a difference between their consoles no more. They just want to be looked at as one, kind of like how Nintendo isn't looked at as the Nintendo 64 or the Game Boy. It's just Nintendo.
Oh, awesome. I like that a lot.
So there's a lot of potential coming down this path here for PC gaming. They're going to reintroduce it. Something crazy.
Hell yes. If you're in the Windows community, you are set, my friend. You have Xbox on your side right behind you. So get involved, man. If you're not involved, if you're just first seeing this podcast and this is your first Zombies video ever, God, I hope not, welcome. And we'll see you guys next week for our next podcast, and we're going to close out with that.
Alright, see you guys.
Peace, man.
See you guys later.
Later.